I'm tired and full of caffeine. It must be a Sunday morning. Let's start the video. Probably the biggest story in the news today is that reality TV star Jade Goody has died. Although I'm not involved in her world at all, and I imagine most people who watch this also won't be. So, I've done my research. Here is a thing about her. She was like a nurse. She was like a nurse. That's probably the least newsish sentence ever. She was a nurse and had like a really tough life and stuff apparently, and her dad was like a druggie, and then she went on Big Brother, and everyone hated her, all the papers hated her, but she was under the impression that everyone liked her, so when she came out she finished 4th. She didn't win it. It's not even an achievement to win it, it just means you're less despicable than the other 15 people who are essentially the 15 most despicable people that the interviewers couldn't find, yeah? So it's not really an achievement. There were 3 people who were less horrible than her that year. But then she completely milked it. I don't think in this obituary video I watched they said that, but let's face it, she did. And brought out book, perfume, a couple of TV shows. Then she decided the next career move would to go on Celebrity Big Brother. You know, the completely different show. Yeah. That didn't work out very well for her because she racially abused another housemate, which isn't a good idea. If you're going to be a racist, yeah, which I don't agree with or think would be a good idea, then a couple of ground rules are never talk about it, yeah? Think it if you have to, but don't let anyone else know because people won't like it. And then the other rule, I think, probably written on the, be tolerated as a racist, is don't talk about it on national television that is watched by many people, lots, millions, and the tabloids all get obsessed with. And the sort of people who read the tabloids are the sort of people who can be very easily influenced by them. Sorry, tabloid readers, it's just the truth. So this creative and original girl decided that to get rid of the racist slander put onto a person, the best way to do it would be to go on Indian Big Brother. I like Indian Big Brother because they don't call it Big Brother, they call it Big Boss. She went on Indian Big Brother and found out on Indian Big Brother she had cancer. Now, I saw a clip of her on the phone crying, finding out she had cancer. Do they get phones there? Because they don't get phones here. That was my biggest thing there. And she has now died of that cancer. She got married. She was bald when she got married also. This is really heartless of me, isn't it? I don't know how you should feel in this situation because, one hand, her getting cancer, very, very bad. Hard life, very, very bad. But racism, also quite bad. I think there's got to be some mixed sympathy there. Also, it sounds horrible now she's dead, but I'm one of the people who don't really have time for people who have become celebrities and very rich with no talent. If you can name a talent in the comments, then kudos to you. But I can't think of any. So in America, if you go on Google there's a thing called Street Map, where it's almost like you're walking down the street. I mean, in fairness, you could just walk down the street, but this way you can do it while sitting on your computer eating Doritos. They've brought it over to England. No complaints in America, it was fine, it went ahead. Britain, it's been there 2 days, and they've had to pull thousands of images because people have seen themselves through their windows and have realised they're fat and horrible and ugly and don't want people to laugh at them. Americans just don't seem to care. So Google have pulled a bunch of the images. So now there will just be, I'll try and put an image here, rather than an image it'll just be this. Keeping with the kind of Google theme, because let's face it, they own everything, Britain has started using video sites more. We've stepped out of the dark ages and have joined our friends across the pond in the use of internet video. It's brilliant. This doesn't seem to be news to me. more and more people are using YouTube. My family use YouTube. My friends use YouTube. And other sites. YouTube is the top. This is the list of the video sites that Britain has found most popular over the last year. YouTube, number one. That's the one I'm on. BBC iPlayer, not on that yet. That's number 2. For those of you who don't know, it's kind of obvious. That's where you can watch all the BBC TV shows that you missed out on. Google Video, which, let's face it, is just a worse version of YouTube, which was Google's equivalent to YouTube until they decided to just buy it. Mega Video, which is kind of, I think there's probably quite a big drop between those top 3 in Mega Video, but it's kind of like YouTube. It seems a bit dodgy, lots of advertising, more, in my opinion, but you can also watch things that YouTube has flagged on it, which is good, so like, TV shows that aren't on iPlayer. MSN Video, again, I don't think that many people use it. If you use it, tell me, but I think they have some special deals, so you can watch certain American shows on there and it's all legal and nice. Google Video UK, which I imagine is very similar to Google Video. Channel 4 TV, which is essentially iPlayer for Channel 4. Watching the previous Channel 4 programmes on your computer. Meta Cafe and Vooz are 8 and 9, which I haven't heard of. I'm going to be honest. And then below that is Daily Motion, which tops off the top 10. Yeah, so I don't see how that is news really, but apparently it is. It's news that we use the internet. For the second time in a row, ending the video with Facebook. Let's face it, once you're subscribed you can't unsubscribe, which essentially means you can't get away from it. I like the way that essentially there is a chance that in thousands of years my Facebook page will still be up there even though I'm long dead. That's depressing, isn't it? Just under 1 million people have voted against the changes to the social networking site, saying basically, I don't like it, having a bit of a hissy fit. I don't really care that much. It's just a social networking website in the end, and I think people make a big deal about nothing. Well, that's all from me for now. If you enjoyed this, or if you didn't, just give it 5 stars, comment, give me some feedback, and obviously subscribe. Just there.